Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We need to have a serious talk today, guys. So pause the button, go get some coffee and relax. This is gonna get deep. We are in big trouble, guys. This is a serious conversation. So guys, did you notice, like I've noticed, that there is not one weather event that can just happen anymore? Like nature can't happen anymore. Everything is attributed to climate change. It's as if it has become a religion. And trust me, I'm not denying that the climate has changed and that we are seeing effects of that change. But every single weather event is now being attributed to climate change. The smallest of storms to the biggest of hurricanes. And I know growing up Caribbean, we had terrible hurricanes. It was either a year of bad hurricanes or a year that you barely seen a tropical storm. Everywhere on the news, every single weather event, from tornadoes to tsunamis to the monsoon, things that's been happening for hundreds of years. Now it's all being attributed to climate change. It's like it's a religion on the news. Climate change. And you know how it is with the media. Once they want to put something in your head, they are on a repeat for months and years. So I say the new religion is climate change. And the reason I bring this up is I'm going to give you two really dangerous things that I've noticed in the last year that has been happening. First, I ran into this article. I'm going to read it from here because I couldn't memorize it. This article was written, I don't know if it was written by him, but they are quoting in this article things that was said by this gentleman. So the title of the article is JP Morgan chief Jamie Dimon says government needs to seize private property to build wind and solar farms. And the article goes on to say, we may even need to evoke eminent domain. We simply are not getting the adequate investments fast enough for grid, solar, wind, and pipeline initiatives. CEO of Wall Street megabank JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, recently published that the federal government should seize private property in a bid to fight climate change by taking these sequestered lands to install solar and wind farms. Dimon made these ambitions known in a recently published annual shareholder letter called Creating Possibility, under a chapter titled Update on Specific Issues Facing Our Company. Dimon calls for eminent domain, which means the government has a compulsory right to sequester any property they want and covert for public use, provided that compensation is given to the property owners. I want to stop there. I find this so scary because I want to go back to last year when Russia invaded Ukraine. Our Western governments did something that was very shocking to me, and very little people had the courage to speak out on this. Our governments, because of what Russia did, they went in and seized, get this, they seized property from the people that were friendly with the Russian government or with Putin. Can you imagine that our government did that when we have laws against such things? In the West, we have laws that protect us. We have property laws, we have ownership laws, we have land laws, we have real estate laws that protect a private citizen that owns something. And the most important what we have is due process. So if in the Western world, if you believe that someone has done something wrong, that they are accused of something, there's a process that you have to go through. You have to lay the claim that they have done something. You have to bring this to the justice system. We have due process, but that did not happen when the governments seized the properties from these people. They seized houses, they seized boats, just because they could. Just because they could. They bystepped all the laws that govern our countries, all the laws that we are so proud to say that we have, and look down on other countries that and say that they don't have due process, they don't have any good justice system, they don't have this, they don't have that. We like to throw that at other countries. Last year, what you saw was the hypocrisy and the power that the government has to just grab and take what they want and make up any excuse to do so. Can you imagine that the government comes and take your house because you post on social media that you are friendly to Putin, that you and him are friends, or that you and him went out to dinner, or, you know, that they have the power to do that, guys. They have the power to shut down performers and destroy art and whatever they want. They come up with an excuse for them to be able to do so without due process. I say that I'm showing you what happened last year with what the media and our governments called friendly to the Kremlin, what they did to them. Because reading this article, you would think, there is no way my government will do that to me. I bought 50 acres of land, or I bought a half acre of land. I built my house. I built up my life here. There is no way that my government will come and seize this from me. You're wrong. I can assure you that it can happen, because if they can bypass all those laws and seize people things because they are friendly with someone else, imagine what they can do to you. Because that law, eminent domain, it is a law. It is already telling you that this is what the government can do. So it's not like what happened last year, that they bypassed and ignored all the laws of due process for those people and just took their property. This is a law, and it's scary, because climate change, the Green Deal, and we have the same problem here in my country, where they are getting rid of thousands of farmers for this climate change issue and this nitrogen in the ground issue. They make happen what they want to make happen. They force people out of their land. How far is this going to go? And what can we do about it? It is scary. Like I keep saying, we live in scary times. I'm not sure what we can do about it but stand up and protest peacefully. There's so much that we have to worry about, because there's nobody out there that's protecting us. You would think that our government was put there to fight on our behalf, to protect us, but there's nothing about government that protects us anymore. Nothing. And that is scary. It is scary for me with my little bit of land. Imagine for people that have a lot of land that can put all those windmills and all those, how you call those, sun panels for their goal with climate change. Guys, I really don't know how this is going to end, because we are so powerless. We are so powerless. So like I say, keep being vigilant. Make sure when you go into the voting booth, you are voting for people that are fighting for you, which is always very iffy, because mostly once they get in there, they just turn up on us. But look at their programs, look at their history, look at what they are fighting for. And the only way I think that we can speak is to speak with our votes, and speak with our voice, and speak with our money. Tell me what you think about that, and I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are on the fact that our governments can just come in and take what we have and what we worked for just like that. If you like my content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It's totally free. So I'll see you again in my next vlog. Cheers.